I just realized that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I just realized that um, I didn't have my earrings on. So y'all bear with me. There we go. All right, all right. And so today, well, let me say this first. Okay, what do you all do to alleviate stress? To decrease the pressure of being overwhelmed. And the thing is that, a lot of times people think about when they think about self-care, they think about the bubble baths, they think about the chocolate cake. I love chocolate. Or they think about massages, but it also comes with how you go about your day, because of the fact sometimes if we're not grounded or centered or have something to go by, then that can cause us, to have, extra stress as well. So, in saying all of that, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some of the tools and some of the apps that I use. And if you want a list of that, comment cool tools. Let me go ahead and write that down. Cool tools. So, one of the things that I like is mechanical pens. I do like, say mechanical pens, pencils, mechanical pencils, but I also like the standard pencil as well. Sometimes it may just depend. I'm primarily a standard pencil, but I really do like mechanical as well. An old friend had introduced me because first I was like, I don't like this thing, but it was because y'all, I was writing so hard. What about you all? I mean, it's like I write with like put an impression on the paper. Who else does that? But with the mechanical pen, it see how it can be self-care. It's like it reminds me, don't press down so hard, relax, chill out. And so it allows me to do that. And I guess you could say pretty much I do like this particular brand. I don't know if you can see it or not. I like that brand better. There are some others, and almost like a pen, even when it comes to mechanical pencils, I mean, the print is different, depends on, you know, the thing. Because even like with the standard pencil, it does the same. It's like the print is different. And I think I've gotten so used of this, that's probably the reason why I don't use it as much. Um, but anyway, that is one. The other thing is when it comes to pens. First of all, what's your favorite color when it comes to pens? I'm a blue type of gal. I am a blue type of gal. Have always been. Okay, so I do work in mental health, have been in mental health for over 20 years, for over 2 decades. And for anyone who's worked, in the medical field, in that when it comes to, I'm going to say medical records, is that it has gone through so many different things have been introduced. But there was a time, there was something about the facts, and there was a time something had changed in the law of how medical records should be handled. And there is this thing, like when it comes to legal, I'm going to say it's more so legal documents. So there was this thing in which it was like, oh, no more blue pens, only black pens. It's like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble. When it comes to it, everything has to be on black. You have to sign everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I've been using this particular pen for a while, so I'm like, okay, so I can only use it on my own notes, on personal notes, or if I'm writing a signature outside of something else. But anyway. Back in the day, you had the physical fax machine. And what happened was what they discovered when they put it like this: when you have something faxed and then you're looking at the original document, when it's written in black, sometimes you can't tell the difference. You can't tell which one is the original document. So what did they say? Then they added blue or black. I thought that was so funny because they was like, "Oh, you gotta use the black pen." Oh, it's like, you're just gonna get arrested or something. It was against the law to use, a blue pen, but I was so glad. But either way, I found a way. But this, I don't know if you can see it, is my favorite pen. I do have another brand, and I'll share that at another time. But the other brand is used, I want to say, for something particular. But this one, when it comes to kind of like everyday things, especially, oh, let me see. I kind of call this my everyday journal. And so, and as you can see, it's blue. And so that's another one. So what's your favorite pen? And no, put it like this. No, this is not $100 pen. Even though I want to say I haven't used one that's $100, but I have used a pen, I would say that, was up in that, going towards that scale. And it was okay. And I was like, ah! But we all have a favorite. So you use your favorite. So the other thing is the devices, that we use. And so when it comes to the devices, I'm gonna say yes, I am a Apple person. I'm gonna say that. Got my iPad, I'm on the Apple phone, my Mac computer, all of that. So definitely an Apple person. But I will say, when it comes to the other phone, I like their features too. So technically I have two. I'm on Facebook on the other one. So that's that. When it comes to um headset, earpieces, I've always gone through so many different ones. And my thing is they end up breaking anyway. So why? I'm not going to say why, because there are some benefits. And I haven't tried, I'm going to say the Apple's, the headset, what is it, the Beats? I haven't tried those yet. So I will try them. Not for the name, but just more so, like for the quality and how long they last and, and things like that. So I am a Apple's person. And so one of the reasons that I want to talk about like tools and apps and things, because when it comes to running a business, when it comes to the CEO of yourself, if you do not have things, I'm going to say set out, and if you're not going through things, then, sometimes we can overwhelm ourselves because of too many options or because we're not using them. And yes, the thing is, school is always in session as an adult, but especially as a CEO. If you don't know that now, just go ahead and say, hey, I'm withdrawn for this CEO. I'm withdrawn as an entrepreneur because I don't want to learn. It's so much learning, but it's more so learning yourself. So the other thing is, most people use this Canva. Most people use that. And one of the things that I do like, and I'm going to say this, with Canva or with anything, especially with AI and everything, y'all, you're going to have to sit still to learn. And with one of the pillars of self-care is to sit in silence. And I think I'm gonna change that, instead of just sitting in silence, and say sit still, because it's in different areas in our lives that we need to sit still. That's just like for me to sit still to pitch, to do outreach, to do follow-up, to sit still to be able to integrate the 7 M's. And so one thing I like about Canva, I mean, if no one knows about Canva, you definitely have been hiding under the bridge in and of itself. But one thing I will say is that to take the time to learn, because I know like I'm a result type of person. So sometimes, I am one, if there's a shortcut, I'm going to find it or either create it. But sometimes, even before you get to the shortcut, I will say sometimes you may need to just go through the forest, just go through it. So meaning when it comes to learning and taking your time to learn and not always just focusing on the outcome. So the thing that I do like about it is that you can create a lot of things. One thing I'm learning more of how to use the AI for it, because that helps a lot. But what I liked about it is that when it has come to my 7M signature, that is, the thing. It is so helpful in creating. It's like, in a minute, yeah, if you can see that. There's so many different versions of the 7M. And for those of you who are not familiar with the 7M, it is, again, start your day with this. This is a ritual that I have. I have it in my mind and putting it out on paper and putting it out in something that I want to see. And so with the 7M's, it's focus on your mission, meditate for 10 minutes, read something motivational, affirmations, whatever that may be, your favorite podcast. Movement is movement of your body, and also it is also doing an activity and a task or something regarding your business. And then to take time to manifest, to set and pretty much to visualize and to affirm what you want, and to market your business and to monetize. And pretty much with these 7, these are something in which you can use. It's like if you only just focus on that, you're good. And so if anyone wants this particular one, let me know. Just put in 7M's and we'll get in touch with each other. And the other thing is, it is a whole focus and execution system. And you'll be hearing a whole lot about that because you want the entire system. Like, this is the shortcut right here, but you really want the entire system, because one thing that I've learned is that it is so easy to really be all over the place. And we don't need that, because when you're all over the place, it causes internal chaos, and then also you get overstimulated and overwhelmed, and we're not about that. Again, this is what self-care is, y'all. Self-care isn't just all of that. It's to get to that state, and it is to be in that state, but at the same time, it's so that you won't have mental fatigue and won't have that mental overload. So what are some steps that you can make in order to do that? The other thing is that I really do like is chat. What is it? Chat GPT. I really do like that. I definitely like that. The main thing that I like about that is I have a lot of stuff in my head, and then when it comes to organize it, I mean, you know how they say, people be having so many file folders or tabs on their computer. I have that, and it'll be in my mind and it'll be on so many different things. And so with chat, it really helps me to organize all of those things. And the other thing that I do like about, and it doesn't have to be an Apple product, is the notes, because it really, I'm able to put down a whole lot of things as well. And the other thing is on Zoom. Like, for those of you who are watching me on YouTube, in that this is I'm on Zoom, and there's so many different reasons that even though there are others out there, and I've tested them out, but the price range. I have one of them and that price triple. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe another time, but not now. There are benefits for it. So the thing is, test things out and just see how that works for you. And that's what entrepreneurship is. And that's what I'm learning too, because there are some things I just want to get to the finish line, want to say, hey, I'm done. But it's not like that a lot. The other thing that I really like is Google Calendar, because I have about definitely three different Google Calendar, and the one that I use the most, what I would say is I end up connecting them, and that's a lifesaver. So if anything, if you have more than one Google Calendar, you can still have the separate, but definitely, especially if you have one that you go to the most, which is your main one, you can connect them. And if you need any help in connecting them, just let me know. And I think I've done a video regarding that. And again, that's another way, because like I am a visual person, so I need to be able to see, things as a whole. And so what about you? Now, one thing that I do want to, I don't think let me see if I can bring it up on here. Two things that I really do want to make sure that I tell you that I use. I forgot to write one down here. Is that I use Insight Timer, like when it comes to meditation, even when it comes to walking, and to be honest, anything that I need to track my time, I use that. But Insight Timer is really, really good. Everybody use it for different reasons. And if you're in need of meditation, if you're in need of anything regarding that, any type of mindset, identity type thing, Insight Timer is really good. And honestly, I use it more so for the timers. I have different timers for different things. And pretty much, I won't do it here because it's on my phone, but I can kind of show you how I have things set up. And some people have more than one, and that's okay, but just know how you're going to use it so you won't be all over the place. Now, the other thing, I said I was going to see if I can bring it up. Let's see here. I thought I brought it up before. Oh, yeah, I did. Let's see here. Oh, I got so many things up, so many tabs. This is Speaker Hub, y'all. I'm gonna do a video just on Speaker Hub one day. Speaker Hub is it, and it's not. I'm gonna say it is for speakers, but it's someone who wants to be beyond speakers. I'm gonna say the business of speaking. If you want to learn the business of speaking, go to Speaker Hub. If you want to learn the business of speaking, go to Speaker Hub. It was like I knew I was looking for something. I didn't know what it was, because I've tried different, coaching programs and been in different circles, and they're all pretty helpful, but sometimes it's just that one thing and you don't know what it is until you find it. And for me, I need something that's going to help me, what I call the infrastructure or the background. And if anything, Ron Story Jr., he is the owner of Speaker Hub, and he's telling the truth, and it's so true in that you got to do outreach. You got to do outreach. At some point in your business, where it's now or later, you got to do outreach. I've seen so many people who's connected to Speaker Hub and outside of Speaker Hub as well, is that if that is one thing that you don't like, and it's something that I'm still working through myself, but you got to do outreach when it comes to your business. It's just it. But anyway, Speaker Hub, it connects you to podcasts, it connects you to associations, it connects you to conferences, and you really do learn the business side. I mean, Ron, he is so brilliant in everything that he does, but with the software that he has for Speaker Hub, you're really not going to need anything else. And so if want to get connected, let me know so that I can send you the link. The other thing is the School of Content Marketing. That has helped me so much. And this is with April, and she knows her stuff, if anything. And what I would say too, it is very good to be in communities where you need help in. Of course, when we're new and we're entrepreneurs, we're trying out different things, but definitely, like, when it comes to, I want to say, specialties, it's good to be in that. Like, for me, I'm the self-care person when it comes to, I'm going to say, running your business. It's like, what can you do so you won't feel so overwhelmed? What are the smaller things that you can do? Yes, it is about taking that deep breath. If you need to speak with someone, yeah, you can, go and speak to them, but you gotta, ground yourself before you speak, for at least for some people anyway. So I'm one to say, hey, really everything is self-care, because it helps you, what, to alleviate that stress so that you can be the best person that you are. You know what I mean? And let's see, other cool tools. I mean, there's so much, but those are the highlights. The phone, the Apple phone, the notes, definitely the 7Ms. You're going to learn more about that. Canva, chat, and it doesn't have to be chat, but I would say, chat, Claude, there's some other things, you know, Zoom, the Google Calendar, Speaker Hub, School of Content Marketing, and the Insight Timer. Those are just the highlights of, these are the things that helps me. I may not touch on them every single day. For the most part, to be honest, I do in some form or fashion. But the thing is, what are your tools? Have you heard of anything that I just said that, like, yeah, I want to find out more about that? And if you all want to find out more about Speaker Hub or School of Content Marketing, let me know. These are definitely environments that you can benefit. The other thing too, regarding Speaker Hub, Ron has co-working every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So that is a place to be, because you will learn. And now he has, other speakers who's been in the industry for a while, and they can really tell you, the ups and downs on what they had to do. And let me tell you, they all talk about outreach and connections. So important. You know what I mean? And so, what I'm all about, for those of you who may not know me, again, my name is Sharon, and I'm the creator of Fortitude Free Circle. And with Fortitude in and of itself, it's for, so that you can face challenges and difficulties and all of that, so that all of those challenges, that we have. But you know what, the main thing is to build discipline, to build discipline around how you start your day, to build discipline of the tools that you use, to build discipline to be able to say and do the same boring stuff. I don't like it either. I don't like it either. um to have discipline within that, and to embrace the challenges that come along in running the business and when it comes to life, and then also to sustain resilience, the things to do in order so that you can sustain the things that you have. But anyway, I wanted to share, some of the cool tools that I have, so that they can benefit you too. And let me know if you want a list of those tools. And like I said, if you do want a list of those tools, comment or inbox me or DM me cool tools, and I will give you a list of those things.